Hello, it's Ryan from 2minutetennis.net, and in this video, I'm going to show you an extremely advanced double strategy you can use to win a lot more matches. Now, this video is sponsored by playercourt.com. If you want to play more tennis and you're trying to find people in your local area to play matches against, maybe just friendly practice, or even find a coach who's local to you, use my link playercourt.com/2minutetennis to get 50% off when you join. All right, so we've got UCLA serving, and we've got Utah State receiving serve. I want you to watch very closely to the player on the right here. He's going to, after this first serve misses, he's going to move forward, but I want you to notice the signal behind his back and what he does for that point. Wow, this could not have been executed more perfectly. So here's the Redlicki misses his first serve. And so look at this player, right? So he was back behind the baseline just because of how big the lefty's serve is. And in case, the return went to Zoe at the net, and then that ball's just going to be crushed right at him. But he comes forward on the second serve because, usually second serves are more manageable. But notice as he's going forward, he has his hand open behind his back. That means it's going to be a poach. When the return is hit low cross court, he is going. This is all pre-planned. This player is looking at that guy's hand. He knows what is now happening. Now, a couple things. First off, look at him. He's all like, look at his feet. He's all ready to move. Look at him moving. He's bouncing. He's ready to go. I absolutely love it. So this player now has a job to do, right? His job is to hit the return low cross court because the server is serving and volleying. When you're playing a serve and volleyer, you're trying to hit the ball low to their feet. And that way they're forced to pop the ball up. And that's exactly what happens. The return is hit low cross court and the ball pops up. Now, there's a lot going on here. Let's check this out. Let's notice where this player is looking. It's really important that when the ball is behind you, that you are looking at the opposing net person. Let me say that again. When you're playing doubles and you're at the net and the ball is behind you, meaning your partner is hitting the ball, you need to be looking and focusing on the opposing net player. Why? Because they're the first person who can hit you and hurt you with the ball. So if the return is accidentally hit right to the net player, bam, he's going to get nailed with that ball and he would have to quick move back. So he has to notice that that player puts their racket up. So when you are returning serve and you're the returner's partner, this is whether you're poaching or not, whether you do signals or not. When the serve goes in and your partner's hitting the ball, you need to be focused on the opposing net player. Look right at them. And if the ball gets past them, then you turn your head and now you look at the partner, which is exactly what happens. So we'll zoom in here. He is now looking at the server's partner and he sees that the server's partner does not hit the ball. Now look at his move. Watch this move. Watch how he moves across. He moves across because the ball was low to Redlicki. In fact, look at the hot dog. Look at him. He plays the ball between his legs. Now, he is not moving because he sees it's between his legs because it's too quick. It's bam, bam. It's like too close. So we know that he's not reacting to the between the leg shot. He's just seeing that the ball is low. And when he sees the ball right there, he knows, this is exactly what I wanted to do. Sorry, I did not mean to play that. And this is exactly what he wanted to do. He wants to see this low ball and he moves across. Now, when he moves across, he needs to pick on the person who's closer to him. When you are at the net and you've got a high ball, you need to pick on the person with less time. Now, you could say, well, Ryan, he could hit it here, he could hit it here, he could hit it down the middle. Look, it's too risky when you start trying to avoid people in doubles. I'd rather you, when you're at the net and you're poaching or have a high ball, just find the person who's closer. Let them screw up, which is exactly what happens. He hits it right at the net person. Net person has no time to react. He does apologize, said, hey, buddy, I wasn't trying to hit you. It's just fair play. And then obviously they high five and they're super pumped. But this is absolutely a super high level play. Here we are with a player with a super fast serve, and maybe the returner is like, yo, buddy, I just want you to stay back. Don't be up there. I don't know if I can keep it away from the net guy. So the first serve is missed. And then, it's kind of, pre-planned that this guy's going to move forward. Now watch, he moves forward, but he puts his hand behind his back and says, hey, buddy. And by the way, the returner's looking. The returner's looking, right? He knows, what that hand is doing. And the open hand means he's going. I watched enough points where if it was a closed fist, they were staying. And if it was an open fist, they were going. And here it goes. He's now, first off, this guy has a responsibility. He's like, all right, this guy's ready to go. I need to keep this ball low cross court to the serve and volleyer. And that's what he does. Beautiful backhand cross court. Perfectly timed execution straight across the poach. And then he gets that ball. Now, you can see this guy is starting to move over. He's already moving over in case the net player got that ball back. He can then quick come in, maybe hit it up the line. And just absolutely perfectly executed. All right, let's watch this point one more time, and then I'll diagram it on the big board. Now that video is courtesy of Matt Lynn on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to his awesome channel. I've put his link in the description below. He has awesome pro and college content. I use his videos all the time, so thank you so much, Matt. All right, when you're playing a strong server and or the returner is struggling with the return, it's a good idea to have the returner's partner start back at the baseline. Because if the returner is struggling with the serve, and a fast serve is coming in and the ball's just sitting up here to get killed by the net player, and all of a sudden the net player is nailing you at the net, you're just gonna get pummeled with the ball. So take the pressure off the returner by starting back. And that way, if the serve is, hit to the net player, then the net player has to go for a more difficult shot and can actually often miss that ball because they don't have you right here just getting killed, right? And so if they do try to hit it hard, at least you're going to be back and have a lot of time to react. But the server missed, so they got a second serve. And that's when he goes forward. And as he goes forward, he put his hand behind his back saying, hey, I'm open. I guess their signals were, right, this is closed, I'm not going. This is open, I'm going for everything. And they did it. It was perfectly executed. So the serve comes in. When the returner is hitting the ball, the returner's partner needs to be keyed in right at the server's partner. When the rule is this, when the ball is behind you in doubles, you should look at the opposing net player, because they're the first person who can hurt you, right? So the ball's got to get past that person. If it does, then you can put your focus now on the baseliner and actually be aggressive and move toward them. So we had a serve and volleyer. He was coming in. The returner's partner was looking at this player to see if their racket's going up to hit it so they can react faster. The return was perfectly executed low, half volley low to the server's feet. This is what this player was looking for. They were looking for the ball to be low. And the moment it's low, he was going to move this way. He's just going to jump that ball. He's going to try to get to the spot before the ball gets there. And that's pre-planned. That's what that signal means. We even saw this player starting to move this direction just in case when he did slam it to the net player, if the ball comes back, he's there to get it. This is one of those plays that absolutely takes your tennis game to the next level. And this is why I'm running, to let you know, the 2minutetennis.net virtual tennis camp on March 12th from 12 to 4 p.m. New York City time. It's a 4-hour event. And we're going to talk about all the grips you're going to use for all the strokes, footworks you're going to need to play your best tennis, single strategy, double strategy, as in things like this that are going to absolutely elevate your game, and then all the technique for every single stroke. The class is $247. You get a recording of it after the entire event sent to you, and you get along with it included a private lesson with me, a Zoom private lesson with me, where if you want me to personally fix your serve, backhand, forehand, once and for all, or your strategy, you send me videos of you playing or hitting, and we meet live on Zoom, and I fix your game once and for all. This is such a cool event, and it's things like this that we're going to be talking about in this virtual tennis camp that I cannot wait. So send this video to your partner. I want you to commit to learning these types of things, that when you're returning serve, that
you put your hand behind your back and you say, hey, I'm going to go. Even if the server stays back. And it doesn't matter if they're serving and volleying or serving and staying back. It doesn't matter. If the return is hit cross court, you put your hand behind your back and you're like, hey, I'm going. And then just before they hit, right? They've already committed to where they're going. Just before they hit, you commit and you go. And then your partner, when they return, is starting to move this way as well. And then if the ball goes cross court, you nail the net person. If the ball goes down the line, your partner's there to get it. This is such a cool way to elevate your game. Send this video, go below the video, push share, grab the link and send this video to your doubles partner or partners. Because when you're all on the same page like this with these advanced strategies, there is no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.